Alright guys, here's the deal. I need to make a video about How I Met Your Mother, and if you have not watched it and you plan on watching it, do not watch this video. There are going to be so many spoilers about the last episode that just aired, and I have so many emotions and so many things that I just need to talk about it. So this is your warning. If you do not want to be spoiled on the last episode of How I Met Your Mother, do not watch this video. Now, if you have seen it or you don't care, proceed. So, the whole point of this series was Ted Mosby telling his children of the story of how he met their mother. How this woman was the love of his life, the one and only. And, you know, it was always a joke that, yes, his whole story he's telling his kids is about how he met their mother, but yet he's telling about every single woman he's ever dated and ever slept with, and it's always been a little ridiculous. And of course, there's always that one girl he keeps going back to, and it's Robin, and it's just like, you go through so much of them, you know, they're together, now they're not, they're together, now they're not. And I personally did not think that they were a good fit. I personally was all about Robin and Barney, which was great because guess what? Last season they got engaged, they were going to go have the wedding. This entire season was nothing but leading up to their wedding. And last episode last week, they finally got married, and I was so happy and excited because I think they're great together. And what do? They get divorced. 3 years into their marriage, they call it quits and get divorced. And then Robin fades away. And meanwhile, the whole time they're talking about the mother, she's barely in it. Like, just little snippets, but really it's more on what's going on with the gang and all that fun stuff. And, you know, sure, they talk about how they're in love and, you know, they're so glad to be together and they're going to get married, but then she ends up getting pregnant and they have 2 kids and they're together for like 7 years before they get married. Then, big shocker, the mother gets sick and she dies. And that is 6 years before he starts telling these kids or whatever about the story of how he met their mother. Now, it's all fine and dandy, right? You know, there's so many emotions. You know, the gang comes back together. He loved the mother and, you know, all of these fun things. Oh, and we did find out the mother's name. Her name is Tracy. Then the kids tell him, well, this story's not about Mom. They go, it's all about Robin. You're in love with Robin. You should be with Robin. You both love each other. Robin, Robin, Robin. Are you serious? Like, we went through 9 seasons of how Robin was not his love of his life. I mean, in fact, on the very first episode, he says, and that is how I met your Aunt Robin. I love the show. I love it so, so much. Like, my heart loves it. But this episode just about killed it for me. I mean, why have this entire series about how they met the mother, the love of his life, when really it's Robin? And the kids know it? I don't know. It makes me mad because I don't think that was a good, I mean, what was the point? Because clearly you don't have the mother really in the first 8 seasons for the most part. And then the 9th season, she's barely there. And even in this last episode, she's barely there. And then to come find out that she's not the huge love of his life, it's Robin. Frustrating. I mean, I feel like pretty much anybody who's a fan of How I Met Your Mother is feeling the same way. If you look through Tumblr on the How I Met Your Mother tag, I mean, it is just full of hates. People are like, I hope this is some elaborate April Fool's joke that the writers and producers are playing on everybody, because it just is so, so frustrating that that's how they ended it. Why? Well, I don't understand why they would do that to us. I mean, those of us have been here through the years of loving this show and so excited to finally meet the mother. And oh my gosh, let me tell you how excited we were last season when we finally saw her face. And then they pull this on us. I'm sorry. Can you tell I'm upset? I'm upset. I just feel like they could have done such a better job at this. I don't even know. I don't know. I just am frustrated. Frustrated. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe if I give it some time and I think about it and I let it settle, I'll like it and move on with it. But right now, I'm just so angry. So angry. I just, yeah. All right. I'm gonna go. If you love How I Met Your Mother and you watched it, please let me know what you thought of this last episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were you always rooting for Ted and Robin to get together? Were you rooting for Robin and Barney to get together? Were you rooting for everyone to just fall apart? I mean, I'm glad that, at least you have Marshall and Lily that stay together and they end up having 3 children, so that's great. And oh, Barney having a kid too. How crazy is that? The love child with some unknown woman. Okay, here's the thing that really pisses me off though. So if they're talking about doing a spin-off of How I Met Your Dad, what is the point of doing that if she is not the love of his life? What is the point? We know he ends up with Robin. What is the freaking point? I don't get it. So angry. So angry. I just need to relax and just let it go. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it now. It's over with. Oh, frustrating. I wanted to love the episode. I mean, yes, I was not happy when they said that Barney and Robin were getting divorced, but the rest of it I was happy with. I liked it, and then they pulled that crap on us. Okay. Now, if you're angry because I spoiled this episode for you, I gave you plenty of warning that there were going to be spoilers in this. So, yeah. I'm going to go. I hope you have a better night than I'm having right now because I am still just so angry about this. Alright, bye guys.